Welcome back to another good old energy read. It's your girl Choice on the table. If you've already liked to subscribe, you're awesome. If you're new here, I just want to say thank you for joining in. And I hope that you find a message today that resonates with you. So just wanting to go in and pull some energies for clarity. After this full moon, we're still like lingering. There's like a little bit of full moon energy here that's lingering over, and I just would like to tap into it, get some insight, and then pull some charms and initials. Okay. Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge and thank the ancestors of love and life for residing in my temple. I do pray and ask that this message reaches the Most High Creator for transparent messages as we channel through the energy. I do pray and ask for protection on behalf of me and the viewer as I channel through this energy. Any dark, negative, low vibrational energies, you're blocked and turned into a blind eye because you are not allowed in this energy read today. So let's just honestly pick a card. Really, I want to just pick a card and see where spirit takes us. Okay, so the first thing that popped out is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, you have a Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody is a little energetically hitting a brick wall. Somebody's being stopped. Somebody's being delayed. Something is being stopped from being carried out. Okay. Something is trying to take off. There is some masculinity here. Knight of Wands hitting a brick wall, lift off, snack, reading up. What is happening here? Snack and reading up, snack and reading up. Scattered energy. Somebody can't focus. It's hard for somebody to focus. Dirty money. Loss. There is some energies here. Temperance. Page of Wands. I hear sirens, like an emergency. An emergency is happening. Emergency is taking place. Emergency is taking place. Somebody's hitting a brick wall. Somebody's obsessed with looking you up. We got 222. We got angel number 222. Spirit, Scorpio, Gemini. Divine immunity. Somebody can't sleep. Somebody's focused on fruits. Somebody's isolated. You're free. Aries, Taurus, Leo. Self-care. Let's see what's going on here. Devotion. Understanding. Divine messages. 333. Let's see. What are we getting here? What are we getting here? You have a Knight of Wands who is projecting anger, hitting a brick wall. Why are they hitting a brick wall? Well, they are lost. They are lost. They are not attracting in abundance. Okay, They are doing things the hard way, the incorrect way, and things are coming to a halt. Things are not lifting off. This toxic masculinity is in reverse. So apart from their exterior appearance, their interior appearance is starting to crumble. It's starting to take a turn. It's starting to go in the opposite direction. And somebody is literally reading up on you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay? And Temperance is out here, which is 14, which is fast moving energy, which is balance. This is Sagittarius energy once more. And I just would like to let you know that somebody is actually reading up on you, and they cannot figure out what you are doing for money. But you have divine immunity here. You have somebody who has this idea, who is inspired by you, who is a part of this exploration, this freedom, this excitement to debunk, analyze. They are really focused on what you are doing for money. Okay, this is somebody who is obsessed with trying to figure out what you are doing career-wise, financial-wise, hustle-wise. They want to know. Okay, isolation here, fruits. We have money, restless. They cannot sleep. Okay, this is a part of this brick wall that's coming out here. Self-care. Okay, maybe you're taking care of yourself. Justice. Somebody is being served justice. Okay, they're looking up on you. Something is keeping them up at night. You're not able to rest, and they're not able to take care of their self, and they are more than likely in isolation. Okay, justice has been served. Right here I have Leo, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio. I have 222, Taurus. So these could be the energies here, right here, where it's a little bit of balance in between emotions and mind. And I'm also seeing devoted. Okay, somebody is very devoted to looking up on you. Somebody is very devoted into coming back into your energy, trying to manifest. We have 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is 5, which is rapid fast change, which is okay because it's graduating you forward to yourself. And spirit is also trying to bring you in alignment with the 3s that are here. We also have Aries, so we have some fast acting, some fast action. Somebody's taking charge. Somebody is shining bright. You have balance that is being restored here. Somebody is getting in transformation. Somebody is getting in transformation, and they are understanding you are free. You don't have to deal with them. You don't have to be around them. You don't have to, you are free, okay? And you have divine immunity, okay? And this person is now understanding that your fruits are being protected. Somebody is now starting to understand that your fruits are protected. They're hitting a brick wall because they're trying to figure out what you're doing for money. They're obsessed with the way that you live. They're obsessed that you carry this light. They're obsessed that you carry this essence. They're obsessed pretty much because it looks like you're just very much floating through the wind, and they're having to do things the illegal way, the wrong way, and it's not sustainable. Okay, they're not being able to sustain their livelihood because what they're doing actually continues to backfire. Okay, and they have ill intention. Okay, this is a masculine energy, toxic masculinity that is hitting brick walls, and they're in a stalemate in their life financially because they are going about things the wrong way. Okay, they are pretty much going about things the wrong way. Okay. Okay, you have here where the Strength card has come out in reverse. So when the eight is upside down, it means the abundance is weakened. Okay, they have a lot of self-doubt and procrastination. They have a lot of pride. They struggle with pride and ego. Okay, and they feel like giving up. Everything that they feel like their pride and ego have been destroyed. Looking at it, the way that you do things, looking at the way that you carry on in life. Okay, you're single, you're thriving, you're vibing, you're elevated highly, you're in alignment with the universe, and this person isn't. Okay, so you have the Nine of Pentacles and Virgo energy out here. So if you could just give me a little bit more clarity on the Strength to the Seven of Wands, that would help us out a little bit more. Okay, this person is very much guarded. Okay, very much guarded, and they're very much manipulating their emotions. Okay, this is the King of Cups. This is a very stoic, this is a very narcissistic person. This is a very much hide their feelings in a bucket. Let you expose your hand first before they say anything kind of energy. This is Aquarius energy. This is Pisces energy. This is paired to the Nine of Wands, which is in Sagittarius. And this is like a ended cycle. Okay, my camera is flickering, but if I look through the camera, you see it flickering. But if I look just off to the side, the camera is actually not flickering. So maybe that's confirmation that you have a person here that is, they're weak with their emotions. Okay, they're not good at expressing themselves. They're not good at being open. They're very guarded because they have a lot of insecurities that keep them from actually being vulnerable and growing. Okay. Just got a notification, so that's also a sign of confirmation that they lack boundaries. Okay, they are very weary, and it's the fact that they've had to keep their guard up so long at this point that it's exhausting them, and they're overwhelmed with the fact that maybe a lot of people around them are starting to notice this behavior. A lot of people around them are probably starting to realize that this person does this in all aspects of life. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles flew out, which is lack of commitment. This person is very greedy. This is a callous person that's very greedy and very guarded, and they're resistant. So they're very fixated on the way things used to be. They're very fixated on the way lies, cheats, scams, and manipulation tactics would work a long time ago, but it doesn't serve anybody any purposes anymore. And that's why you have Scorpio out here, and we have Sagittarius out here. We have Leo out here twice. So 7 and 8 is 15. I believe 15 is I'll get back to you on that, but let me just check and see what 15 is. But I know 13 reduces to a 4, which is stability, which is something that they do not have because it's in the reverse. So no, they do not have any stability. No, they're not willing to change. No, they're not willing to transform. Okay, you have a person here that is very sorry, very manipulative also when it comes to emotions. So we have the Page of Cups that comes out and with the water energy, and then you also have the King of Cups that comes out here. So in the background, they know they did something wrong. They're very apologetically very sorry for what they've done, but there's not a chance in hell you're gonna get an apology because this apology is in the background. Okay, so they know they did something wrong, but they're not going to apologize. It's just not in the cards for them to do that. You got a person, like I said, they're hitting a brick wall. They're used to probably getting their way with a lot of people, and now their ideas are stuck in motion. Okay, they have no way of coming out of this. There's the Ace of Pentacles. So 1 and 1 is 11. 11 is 2, which is relationships. There's no abundance. Okay, every time they have an idea of how to make money, it goes completely south. It goes completely sideways. It doesn't align. There's no harmony in the way that they look into getting money. There's a chance for abundance if they were to actually transform and evolve here. But it looks like this is not in the cards for this person. Okay. 1 and 1 is 11, like I said. There would be opportunities here, but this person has a mask that they wear, and everywhere they go, their personalities morph, their personalities shift in order to gain. Okay, here's the Knight of Cups, also in Scorpio energy. Okay, you have a charming Prince Charming who wants to come in and offer you a commitment. You have a full functioning person with emotional intelligence, man or woman. It could be a dad, it could be a son, it could be a coworker, it could be anybody, but they're just coming in for emotional support on behalf of this situation that this person has created. Either they've been defeated and you're being tested, leveled up, or this is what they want to come in and do. They have an idea to come in and be emotionally available for you all of a sudden. But it's kind of hard when you see that a person can be callous, can be calculating, and you have to take everything they say at face value. Why did the three of cups fly out here, which is kind of like a third party? They regret beginning a cycle with the third party. That's something that's hidden. That's something that they want to tell you. Right here we have Scorpio, we have Saturn, and we have Cancer here. 3 is communication. This is something that they don't want to tell you about. This is something they've been hiding. This is the community they chose to surround themselves with, and it didn't go right because they are in the 5 of Cups energy here. Okay, so they're holding back from taking action because you know this. Okay, so the Fool in reverse came out. They're not open to changing. Okay, they're actually holding back. A lot of reluctant energy is in this read. But like says, you have abundance. They're not going to talk to you. They're frustrated. They're holding off. Where they would come in and text you, they would call you, they would DM you, they would, they're probably actually just watching you on social medias. But this is a slowdown in communication, actually, because it seems like you're on to them. You know more than they let on. You see through the facade. Okay, and then, okay, the Wheel of Fortune pops out. So divine timing is at play here when it comes to this person being weighed down. Okay, so because, okay, they're used to you being in your feelings. They're used to you having a codependent energy on them. They're used to you being codependent on their nonchalant ass behavior, and that's what has been feeding this toxic masculinity here for the long haul. And they depended on your feelings to bring them good luck, to bring them fortune, to bring them karma, to bring them into alignment with whatever the fuck it is that they had in order to get money. Okay, so that is very stand out here. And I just do want to go back and reflect that you have where they have dirty money and they're obsessed with it. Okay, they're obsessed with dirty money. Okay, and they could ghost you. Okay, because reading up on you or you reading up on them, some type of information has been exposed to where they know that you know, and that's why the Eight of Wands came out in reverse. They know that you understand that they have a very malicious nature, and there's nothing they can do to stop you. Okay, meanwhile, there is a Two of Cups here. They actually want to come in and stop you. They actually want to come in and stop you from moving forward in a relationship. Because it's coming. The cycle is closed with them. Okay, 2 and 1 is 3 again. So there is again the idea to stop you from love, and that's what they were coming back in communication with you for. Okay, you have your sword up. You're very disappointed. This situation disappointed you the utmost. Low vibration, disrespect, callous, malicious, probably wasted a lot of your time and energy here. So we have the 8 of Cups where he's walking away in Pisces to the Queen of Swords, which is somebody who's been through a lot of bullshit and have put up clear boundaries. And this is someone who is also aligned mentally and spiritually. So there's nothing more for him to do but to sit back and watch what you do next. Okay, because you got the Page of Swords here. So they're going to continue to watch you and see what you do, because again, they're holding back because they don't want to change. They are resisting to change, and it is going to continue to fuck with their stability. Okay, you don't go around manipulating people. And it seems like because they have this thing with their masculinity, they prey on women. They prey on the weak and the innocent. Okay, so beware of this type of person. Okay, the Hangman flew in reverse. This motherfucker is at a full-blown stalemate. Congratulations. I want to take my motherfucking hat off to all of the Queen of Swords that are in this reading, that stood their ground to this callous, cold, calculating King of Cups in reverse, because you have put this motherfucker at a full-blown stalemate, and they are having to go in and figure out what they're going to do, how to recalibrate, and they're probably going to be pushed into some sort of ascension here for the simple fact that they're in a delay. Okay, 12 reduces to a 3, which is communication once more. Okay, they're not going to be able to communicate commitment. They're not even going to be able to communicate sacrifice or control, which is actually coming out and saying what the fuck it is. Maybe they really love you. Maybe they really want to be emotional with you. Maybe they really want to be open, but they can't because they have ulterior motives when it comes to finances, when it comes to money, and when it comes to women. So they have these issues, okay, and it's blocked them out. But the fact that you put your fucking sword up, this has this person delayed, holding on, delayed, guarded, exhausted, weak. Okay, all this is, that's all that this is. That's repeated throughout this message, and we're 24 minutes in. Okay, but you are free. Okay, look at this. Lesser of two evils, the Empress in reverse. You stood so much on your business collective that he went towards an Empress in reverse. Okay, somebody who's very shallow, very insecure, very much trying to pretend like she has these things. Okay, the lesser of two evils, the reason why you don't see them, the reason why they didn't come around, the reason why they're not going to come around, the reason why they're stuck in Hangman is because they went towards the lesser two evils. Okay, 2 Okay, that's also a decision. 2 is also balance, which is not balance, is very rocky. 2 is also love and the feminine energy. Okay, 3 is the communication. Okay, what I'm telling you right here is they don't have it. They're faced with decisions and they lack boundaries. They lack self-control. Okay, they went towards a weaker woman because that's what they feed off of here in the King of Cups reverse. That is the thing that they like to do. That's a repeat. That is a narcissist. Okay, and now they're overindulgent in sleeping around. Okay, they like to be in these dynamics where people have to feed them, have to put them on some type of pedestal, have to run after them, have to chase after them. Okay, this is a person that's very weak-minded. Okay, this 3 of Cups in reverse, this overindulgence, this is in Cancer, this is in this 3. So remind me to go to 3 and 15. I need to see what 3 and 15 is before we leave off. But I'm telling you, this person is exhausted from holding on to this third party. This person is very exhausted holding on to this third party. It's actually killing them that they holding on to this third party. And it will be easier if you would just pick your fucking phone up and not have no standards, right? But you do. So they have to sit in the fucking energy that they created because that's what they do. Because they show no emotions. Because they want to continue to play on people's innermost vulnerabilities. Keep standing in your strength. Keep standing in your power, because you got a person out here that's going towards an ascension right after being exposed. Okay, this person only thinks about themselves. They only think about manipulating people. They only think about look at this, speeding off. Somebody speeding off. Yeah, they're caught red-handed. This motherfucker only thinks about breadcrumbing people. This person only thinks about paying off their debts. This person only strings you along for power, money, and respect. They don't give a fuck about love. Okay, this is a person that is very dominant. Okay, but how dominant can you be? 1 and 6. I'm pretty sure that is another major arcana. 16. Okay, with Taurus energy out here, could be dealing with a Taurus. Very savage. Very savage. Maybe they grew up in a city. People that grew up in a city, they're around less caring people. More callous, more calculated. And this motherfucker is fighting and tired. Okay, so they are very weakened because their emotions got them all fucked up. Okay, there's a lot of conflict here, but this is a person that is doing anything and everything they can to get ahead. 5 and 3 is 7. 5 and 3 is 8. 8 is money. So this person is, I'm telling you, inner turmoil. This person, this is at the bottom of the deck. They want to reach out. But the fucking cycle is closed. And it's all thanks to them. So they can pat themselves on the back for doing such a great fucking job at insulting the intelligence of a divine. So 15 is devil energy. There's plenty of devil energy here, where somebody is addicted heavily to a lot of things that only serve them, as if they are on some type of pedestal, like as if they need to be worshipped. But you know, the divine will show you very quickly who you are not. 16 is a tower right here, where I had a 1 and 6, from the fact that they had an idea to breadcrumb people so that they can get money to pay off debts and to have power control. That shit has caused a tower. So 1 and 6 is actually the tower, because that's what I'm looking at right now. So this person has a sudden change. They're at a stalemate. They're having delays, and they are reflecting all of the chaos and disasters that's raining cats and dogs in their life at this current fucking moment, because people are catching on to their bullshit and they're deciding to step away. Okay. I was looking for 12. I don't see 12. 12 is out here. 12 is hangman. Yep. 12 is hangman. So they're at a hangman. They're having a tower. They have obsessive devil energy, and they're a lie and the truth is not in them. Okay. Let's pull some charms and some initials. Okay, got the letter Q, L, P, V, Y, F, R, H. Taurus flew out, Gemini flew out, Libra flew out, Cancer flew out, Taurus flew out, Capricorn flew out, Pisces flew out, Leo flew out, Gemini flew out, Cancer flew out. I have the letter C, J, M, Q, A, U, Z, V, A, L, Z, C, L, X, L, V, N, U, H, K, and R. Okay? Have a blessed morning, evening, night, or whenever you are watching this video. Take care.